Greetings everybody, and welcome back to Ingenarium Cuborum, my Let's Play of Minecraft featuring the Feed the Beast Ultimate Pack. Last episode, I got this whole setup here to allow me to craft a bunch of smooth stone. 42 stacks in there right now, and it's even more than that because I think I used something in the vicinity of 25 to 30 stacks to build that off camera. And I'll show it to you a bit more thoroughly later this episode. As you can see over there, I also did a bit of exploring off camera to find each of the four main types of trees. Jungle trees, spruce trees, birch trees here, and those are oak trees there. Right, so that way I have every type of wood that I could ever need. I've been smelting and processing all of my ores. We have a bunch of dusts in here. As you can see, I have some that I pulverized. I also have pulverized obsidian. I'll show you later on this episode how I got the obsidian to pulverize. But first, in order to move on with thermal expansion and to have a better means of, have a more reliable means of getting lava and water and other liquids from place to place, I first need to craft something called Invar, which requires Invar dust, and that was 2 iron dust and 1 ferrous dust. Now, I'll put that in the powered furnace. I will turn it on. As you can see, it is starting to smelt. And I'm actually going to be babysitting this a little bit just to make sure that I don't overuse my fuel, because I fear that if this keeps running and there's no place to send it, it's going to blow up. I'm not sure if it will or not, but I suspect it does, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. As you can see, smelting the Invar dust gives me Invar ingots. I now have 2. Now, it's enough for the moment, but I'm going to go ahead and finish processing my Invar dust. Alright, see there's just 3 more Invar dust to go. As you can see, the powered furnace is steadily building up, which means that the engine is pouring energy into the powered furnace faster than the powered furnace can use it. Now I think once this next one gets done smelting, or nearly done smelting, I'll go ahead and turn off the engine. There we go. Now's a good time to turn off the engine. Alright? And there we go. Now that engine's going to be sitting idle until I'm ready to power it up again. I don't want to leave it constantly on just yet. Simply because it's, yeah. If I run out of stuff to smelt, it's going to be a problem. Now you notice I've got some stuff in my project table. Let me go ahead and start by crafting a couple things. The redstone reception coil. And a machine frame. I also need 1 bucket. Now if I put the bucket on top, machine frame in the middle, redstone reception coil on the bottom, copper ingots to the side of the redstone reception coil, and the new Invar to the sides of the machine frame, I get what's called an induction smelter. I do still have some spruce wood and some iron ingots in there. I'll get to that in a little bit. And while I'm here, because I'm going to want to show you how it's done pretty quickly, I'm going to go ahead, grab a block breaker. Let me show you the recipe for that real quick. It's pretty straightforward. An iron pick, a piston, some redstone, and some cobblestone. That's your block breaker. And really, the only thing that block breaker won't break, as far as I know, is bedrock. Mind you, it is a bit overpowered, and word is that Elron, the developer of Red Power, which is the mod that gives this block breaker, is looking for a way to nerf it, but she hasn't nerfed it yet, so the block breaker will still break obsidian without requiring any diamonds. And while I'm at it, I also need a new pickaxe, because this pickaxe, as you can see, is about to run out. Alright? I think I'll make this one out of sapphires. Let's go ahead and make myself a sapphire pickaxe. Let's see, can I put the wood up in there? No, wood won't go in there, but it will go in here. Excellent. Alright. Now, everything I need for the induction furnace is over here already, so I'm not going to fret too much about it. Actually, now that I think about it, there is a second way to get obsidian, and that is to have this igneous extruder on this obsidian mode, but that takes up, I think, half a bucket of lava, either a full bucket of lava or a half bucket of lava, I forget which, and quite a bit of water. Alright, let me go ahead and turn that engine off. Now I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, get rid of the pulverizer for right now. Replace the pulverizer with the induction smelter. Now I'm going to set the induction smelter, disable redstone control. It's going to output both to the right, and it's not going to accept anything on any other side. Now, I'm also going to take the pulverized obsidian and my lead ingots and put them in the induction smelter. And now, I'm going to go ahead and take 2 buckets of lava, because I do know that the induction smelter takes quite a bit more MJ to operate. In fact, I think we'll get a better sense of just how much. It may take a few flips of this lever to get this combustion engine going. Actually, ooh, yeah, because I left the lever on after it ran out of fuel, it hasn't completely cooled off yet. Alright. In the meanwhile, let's see. Yeah, I could be in worse shape. I'll leave that silver pulverized. I'll need it pulverized in a little bit, either later on this episode or early next episode. Is this cooled off? Alright, it's fully cooled, so now at some point, hopefully one of these flips of the lever will actually start it up. There it is. Alright. As you can see, it's building up Minecraft joules. Now, the recipe in the induction smelter, for the record, is 2 pulverized obsidian and 1 lead ingot yields. And I'll be better able to show you what it yields once it actually starts processing. Ooh, I was mistaken. I thought it was 1,200 that it takes, but in fact, it's only 400. Ooh. Part of me is wondering if I didn't put too much lava in this engine. But at any rate, what I get for my crushed obsidian and lead is this hardened glass. Now, hardened glass is going to be useful for a lot of things, but while I've got a good opportunity, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I get the obsidian. In case you're wondering, once you have obsidian, you can make pulverized obsidian by putting the obsidian in a pulverizer. Pretty straightforward. It's just a matter of getting the obsidian. It's a neat little trick. I'd be surprised, honestly, if I was the only one who had ever thought of it. But first, let me make my way down to where there is lava. And I actually have a specific lava pool, or I think it's more accurate at this point to call it an X-lava pool in mind. For getting obsidian, and here it is. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and do it on this side. Go ahead and grab that. I'm going to put my water bucket here. Put the block breaker here. Use the screwdriver to make sure it points down. And then the button will actually harvest the obsidian. Alright, now I'm not exactly short for obsidian at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead, just harvest a little bit, just to ensure that you all get the drift of how to harvest obsidian without using diamonds. And also just clean this up a little bit so that I have a nice straight line there. Alright. And again, just a reminder, block breaker, screwdriver, button, press button, get obsidian. Break the block breaker, and you're set to start it all up again. And there we go. I'll go ahead and pick up the water. Make my way back up to the surface. I think I've been down into this ravine enough that I know it pretty well. I'd like to think anyway. Although with my luck, now that I've said that, I'm going to walk right past the stairway up. Just watch me. Also, in case you couldn't tell, that lava pool that I was using to power this pump, or to... the lava pool that this pump was pulling lava from is completely depleted. Not to worry, there are other lava pools around here. And frankly, I won't have to worry so much about that Zycraft tank system once I get my next systems up and running. But first, let me make my way back to the surface. And it is nighttime, and I'm okay with that. And let's see how our induction smelter is doing. Not too shabby. It looks like it's eaten almost half of the obsidian. I put way too much lava in that combustion engine. Alright. Well, I'm not going to panic too much about it at this point. What I am going to do is just grab a couple things that I'll need for my next project back at my temporary base of operations, which will, I think, by the end of this episode be almost completely dismantled. But with that said, if I go over here, I'm going to go and take this wood. And actually, let me check something. Do I have a wood that... not really, no. So let's go ahead and grab myself some chests here. Surround the chest with iron, and I get the iron chest. That's part of the iron chest mod. Now, let me think here. I'm going to do another quick check on the induction smelter. Mostly because the chest that's between the induction smelter and the powered furnace happens to have a decent chunk of... leave anything that's pulverized in this chest for the time being. And the same with the cobblestone, the sand, the gravel, etc. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. I mean, yeah, I don't have a full inventory yet, but I'm going to go ahead and show off the big thing I built off camera, which is, of course, that big tower there. I've also built this little bridge. I don't intend for this to be a permanent bridge, but it will get me over here to this island on which I built the tower. And as I go up inside the tower, I go up a ladder. It is not, I have to point out, a short ladder. It's about 100 blocks high. But yeah, as you can see, we're now getting near the top of this ladder. And we are, to put it politely, a very, very long ways up. So high up, in fact, that if I'm up here, if I had mobs on, no mobs could spawn down there. They'd just be too far away. Alright, so in the meantime, I'm actually going to go ahead and just set some chests down on this side and on this side. And in this chest, I'm just going to go ahead and start putting the ingots in there. Alright, and almost everything else is going to go in this chest here. I do have some spare barrels that I like to put stuff in. I'll probably bring them up at some point. But yeah, not only is it a long way up, it's also a long way down. In fact, I think I'm going to cut the video here and come back. I'm going to be heading back to my temporary base to grab some materials, check on my induction smelter on the way, grab some materials, make my way back up, and I think I'll start the recording again once I'm ready for the build up there. Alright, and this is the top of the tower that I built off camera. Part of me is wishing I had brought my shovel, but oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna basically keep my house design pretty... I'm gonna try to keep it simple, straightforward. Let me think. So that's 3 there, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that there. Now, I should have brought my shovel up. Because I didn't, I have to dig this out by hand. Which is going to suck, but oh well. You know, what's done is done. I'm going to lose at least a minute, if not more, if I have to go back down to grab my shovel. Besides, there's not much left here to dig up. 6 blocks, now 3, and there we go. And I'm quite glad I built this smooth stone tray underneath here. Oh, I misplaced that too. Oh well. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is just lay down my sandstone. I think for this one I want to put my wooden plank there. And actually, well, let me see what I've got in terms of planks when I'm done before I actually do that. Alright. So let's go ahead and get my spruce logs up like so. I have to admit, part of me is kind of hoping I have my glass upstairs, or not, yeah, up here in this vicinity. Okay, now I can go like this. Let me think here. So I'm going to go ahead and put sandstone like so. Alright. And I should be able to pull this off. Yeah, I've got enough spruce logs to pull this off. Alright. Now, let me see here. I think what I want to do is go ahead and just build myself a little temporary staircase out of dirt here. I don't want to go too fancy. I just need to be able to get up there once I'm done with this part. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a 1 block overhang here, just to ensure that in case of lightning, this place does not burn down. I'm hoping I have enough stairs to pull this off. Alright. Okay, I misplaced one, but that's fine. I have my pickaxe. Had to step back a little bit further. Et voila. And there I go. And now, let me see here. Alright. Go ahead and place them like so. Alright. And now on top of them, facing out. And now for this next one, I believe I think just simple stone bricks will do the job. Actually, I think what I want to do is reset my dirt staircase on the exterior of the building. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad at this point. I'll go ahead and put torches there, and or would I rather? Yeah, that looks better, I think. All right. Now, one of the things I did off camera, and this was a quick off camera, but it was off camera, was and actually when I destroyed the first project table, because it ended up destroying my pick, I also lost the project table. So I had to craft 2 more. So I have to bring them up here, given that this is where my main storage area is going to be, at least for the time being. And when the main storage area moves again, the project tables will move with it, assuming that I don't lose them again. Alright, and with that, the exterior of the roof is complete. And now, in order to clean up the interior, yeah, now that looks dark. That is a lighting bug. I do consider that to be a lighting bug, but yes, that is flush. It didn't look flush to me at first, but it is flush. Alright, now my inclination at this point is to just go ahead and put spruce wood there and there. Let me think. Do I want jungle wood? How does that look from the outside? Okay. Part of me is legitimately questioning the sandstone here. Whether the sandstone... Well... Yeah, let me fix it up off camera. Alright, so I've cut down a couple of spruce trees to get myself some spruce logs. And now we'll see how they look up there. If I replace the sandstone on top with spruce logs. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. And that's the last of it. Put the torches back. Yeah. Probably should have done this in the first place. Let me think. There's also something else that I want to check here. I might as well. I mean, actually, can I make sandstone? Ooh, smooth sandstone. I wonder if this will be any better. If it wasn't for the vertical seams, I'd be okay with it. Let's see here. If I put 4 of those like that, of course I get the same thing, don't I? But it doesn't have, you know... I do think I prefer the look of smooth sandstone for that job. So let's go ahead and put the smooth sandstone around. Yeah. That actually doesn't look too bad. I don't think it looks too bad anyway. Yeah, let's see here. Now, what do I want to do about the doorway? First off, how about I make a door? And secondly, I know I had some glass that I was smelting down here. And maybe while I'm down here, I could pick up some other stuff to bring up to my new base of operations. Needless to say, it is a very long ways down. Did I mention this long ways down? I sense that I'm starting to sound like a broken record on that point. But anyway, I've made it to the bottom. So now to make my way over this bridge here. And I'm going to make my way over first to the furnace that was smelting the glass. Simply out of concern that it might be... Ooh, no. It is in fact still running. Okay. I'll probably let it smelt a couple more, I think. In the meantime, I'm going to head over to my temporary base of operations. I know I do like the jumpy a bit more than I perhaps should. Go ahead and grab the bed first off. Let's see here. I do have the barrels. So I can actually go ahead and take sand, cobblestone. I'll go ahead and grab stone bricks as well, and probably the dirt, marble. Let's see. Cobblestone, marble, sand. Yeah, I get the feeling that I won't have quite enough barrels. I may have to cut down some more wood and craft a few more, but that will be off camera between episodes, I think. In the meantime, how are we on fuel? Not too bad, but I'll put some more sand in there. Let me think. Should I? I'll wait for a couple more. Yeah, let's see. Just one more for the moment will do me, I think. Come on, where's that one last piece of glass? There it is. Okay. Make sure we've got a full powered furnace. That should... I believe in that, with that load on the powered furnace, the engine should run out of fuel before the powered furnace runs out of things to smelt. So now I make the long trek back up. I seriously need to come up with a faster way to get up this tower. I have an idea in mind, but it's going to take a fair bit more setup, I think. So it's going to have to be put off for a future episode. And there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my barrels here for the time being. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the cobblestone in that one. The sand goes in there. The dirt I'll put in there. I'll go ahead and put the marble in there. And the stone bricks to finish me off there. And the rest I'll just go ahead and put up in here for the time being, except that I wanted to keep the door. I'll hold on to the glass. Grab myself some iron ingots. And I'll grab 4 for the time being. Put an iron ingot in the center. Glass on the sides gives me 8 of these glass viewers. I'm trying to remember which mod it is that gives me the glass viewers. But at any rate, let's start by putting the door there. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the bed up here. And I'm going to put the glass viewers like so. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Alright. Now, what do I want to do around the door? Because I think anything I could have done around the door, I put down here, didn't I? Yeah, I'll go and put the glass viewers up. Yeah, I wonder how jungle would look there. Didn't want to put that one there. not too shabby, but ooh. And that's the good thing about these glass viewers. I get them back when I break them. So I wonder, if I put the jungle wood like so... Yeah, I think I want the torches there, and then probably in the corresponding places all around the outside. Yeah. That doesn't look too bad. Now if I break that and put a glass viewer there... I have some disquiet about that. Now what if I put one there? How does that look? Probably doesn't look balanced from either side, does it? Nah, well... Not really. No. Yeah, this side looks better like that, but I don't know if it looks okay from the in... Well... Yeah, it could be worse. No, it definitely balances it visually on this side. Yeah. You know what? I think I'll go with it. And with that, I now have my more or less permanent house. I've got another temporary base of operations down below it. I do not have any grass up here. It's going to be a while before I get some grass up there. But in the meantime, this has been Ingenarium Cuborum. See you next time, everybody.